911. What is the address? What's happening?
I have someone here that I need to be arrested in my home.
They're there right now?
I have a possible missing child. I have a 3-year-old that's been missing for a month.
A 3-year-old? Okay, what did the person do that you need arrested?
My daughter.
She's there right now?
Yes, I got her. I finally found her after a month. She's been missing for a month. I found her, but we can't find my granddaughter.
Oh my gosh, guys, I just found an article from the Orlando Centennial by John J. Schultz saying that Kaylee's body bones were found in the woods. She had her skull, arms, lower legs, 20 ribs, and feet were found all in one location. And her nose was missing, and no duct tape was found in the area, but there was duct tape over her mouth. It was the same duct tape that was found in the home.
Wow. Wow.
Dr. G, a medical examiner in Orlando, said that no child should have duct tape over its face when it dies, and there's no reason for the child to have duct tape after it dies.
That's awful.
She said that it's definitely, it looks like a homicide, but she's for the state attorney, and the defense attorney, Mason, tried to fight her and tell her that there's not enough evidence for it to be a homicide. But if Casey is convicted, there could be a death penalty.
Hi, my name is Mallory Miller, and I'm reporting from Central Florida News 13. Today we're at the Orange County Courthouse, and behind me we have the protesters from the Casey Anthony trial. Today was day 1 of the trial, and this is just everyone that's standing around. Central Florida News 13, and we are back at the Orange County Courthouse live from trial day 1. And I gathered 2 of the protesters, so let's hear what they have to say. Girls?
Hello, I'm Alexia.
I'm Shelby.
We are protesting and saying that Casey Anthony is guilty. She does not deserve freedom.
No, she is not. She is very guilty. She's a murderer. She's a baby killer, as Alexia Stein says.
Yes,
please show us your signs that you have.
Baby killer. We want justice for Kaylee.
Because she has no voice.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for giving your opinions, girls, and you can go back to protesting.
You're a murderer!
We'll be back later from Central Florida News 13.
Wow, look at this report from the New York Times. So Casey got released and out of jail, out of sight. Earlier reports placed her in Ohio. Then came a sighting in California. But wait, wasn't that her back in Florida running across the airport tarmac in a white cloth over her head? This is very different from anything I've ever seen, said Carolyn Fennell, a spokeswoman for the Orlando Aviation Authority. There's a joke down there that the space shuttle took off and Casey Anthony must be aboard. Ms. Anthony's lawyers have declined to comment on her location concerning all about the public anger her acquittal stirred. When a plane returned in Orlando on Tuesday, WFTV in Orlando breathlessly broadcasted exclusive raw footage of a woman who they thought might be Miss Anthony scurrying from the jet towards the terminal, her head obscured by a white cloth. But Miss Showalter said it was just one of the passengers playing a joke on the media. Unbelievable, huh?
Oh my gosh. I found something about Casey Anthony too. This one is in the News Journal, and it's called Casey Anthony Judge, There Was Enough to Convict. And it says, the judge who presided over the trial of Casey Anthony said Monday that he believed there was enough evidence to convict the Florida mother who was acquitted for murdering her 2-year-old daughter. Judge Belvin Perry told NBC's Today Show that he thought there was sufficient evidence for a conviction on a first-degree murder charge, even though much of the evidence was circumstantial. And Casey was acquitted almost 2 years ago of killing her daughter, Kaylee, and following a trial that attracted the worldwide attention. And when he read the jury's verdict, Belvin said that he felt surprised, shocked, and disbelief, and that he read it twice. Judge Perry said, I just wanted to be sure I was reading what I was reading. The judge said that he saw two sides of Casey. One was that she showed the jurors was a wrongfully accused mother grieving for her child. The other was a woman who wasn't afraid to shout and swear at her attorneys, and as she did when she talked about her possible plea deal for an aggravated murder. The judge also said that he thought justice had been served with a jury verdict. He said, justice will finally be served one day by the judge of judges. She is going to have to live with this and deal with it for the rest of her life.
Yeah, she is.
Into law enforcement. Anthony's defense attorneys claimed 2-year-old Kaylee accidentally drowned in the family pool in 2008 and that Anthony's father, George, tried to cover it up. Prosecutors alleged Anthony killed Kaylee by suffocating her with duct tape, then hid Kaylee's body in a swamp near the home she shared with her parents. Orlando area State Attorney Lawson Lamar spoke for the prosecution.
We're disappointed with the verdict today and surprised because we know the facts and we put in absolutely every piece of evidence that existed. Our team did an exemplary job. I'm proud of them and I stand by their work. I never ever criticize a jury. Theirs is the task of deciding what to believe.
But it seems like the public has also decided what to believe in this case. Since 2008, the story has fascinated the country. Protesters gathered outside the Anthony home when the news broke that then 22-year-old Casey Anthony had waited 31 days to report her daughter missing, had spent that time partying with friends, and was misleading police. Opinions from social media like Facebook and Twitter and from primetime talk show hosts like Nancy Grace have continued to stoke the fire.
I just don't believe that her father, a former cop, dumped Kelly's body out in a makeshift pet cemetery in the woods to rot. I don't believe it. That means she's lying.